it's a memory for for the seniors, and our message before the game was let's just try to make it a positive memory. It's a game that they're going to remember. So, and I think that was a very positive way to go out. I mean, just thinking about the run to close the game, I thought had a great sense of urgency to it that our guys knew. Not only was it important for the standings, but even more so than that, I just thought it was it's important for each other and for Ryan and for Robbie, and see Ryan end his career with that baseline dunk and Robbie end his career with the long three. I mean, that was special. The basketball gods were shining on Robbie a little bit there. He's hung in there, and he kind of deserved to make that one. So I was happy for him.
Go back to after the St. Peter's game when you said we're not going to beat a 7.
I told you. It's been a grind all year, but we've kind of just hung in, and it was not easy to get to 5th. The way that we played for a long stretch of the year, but we've kind of kept the faith, and Friday night was another really tough one to bounce back from, but. We threw the ball up yesterday in practice and went at it a little bit and got ready for it today, and they responded.
Nice to send, particularly, we know about Robbie, but also to send Ryan off that way. A couple big shots, and then obviously the dunk. It's got to be a good closing statement.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, he had a nice calmness about him throughout the whole game. He played with a demeanor today that that I don't always see from him. I felt like he was enjoying it. I thought he was having fun. Canisus went on a run. Took the lead. We had a timeout. He kind of exchanged a smile with me, like almost as if, let me know that we're going to be okay. And then I just felt like he kind of had it under control. And then, guys stepped up, and Justin was huge and made big shot after big shot, and it was a really good close to the game.
Is that true? I mean, has this been hard for you to have fun this year with all the pressure and the struggles and ups and downs, and then today were you finally able to maybe enjoy this a little bit?
Well, it was weird because, I was talking to Coach a little earlier, and I was just saying, the way this team is, if we have fun, we always end up winning. I was even talking to Novar and Mike before, and I was just saying, everybody just needs to play this game with a smile on their face. We're going to run out of here. Everybody basically knew. They got on their run. We've been down before, and we knew we were going to come back. We struggled a little bit at home this year, but we always know that everybody has each other's back. Justin hit a lot of big shots. Novar played good. Mike played good, and everybody was just rallying, and we just got the win.
Ryan, does this do anything, and how much, I guess, does it do to get the bad taste out of your mouth from what happened Friday?
You just got to turn the page, basically, and just worry about the next game, and that's what we did today. And we got the win, and now we got to go down to Albany with a little chip on our shoulder.
Tommy, you talked last week about mental health and about Siena, you guys being mentally healthy, Siena being able to kind of take that away. Mm-hmm. They sure beat you guys pretty good, but do you feel that you're in a good spot now after this, going back up there?
Well, what I've found, with this team is you're only as good as your last game. You have to have a short memory. We played poorly, but the kids don't take it as hard as the coaches sometimes, and they're just like, okay, let's go get the next one, and that's an attitude that is helped us because we've had a lot of disappointing games and we've had a lot of disappointing losses, but we've always seemed, it's never seemed to snowball on us, with the exception of the one stretch of January we were playing such bad basketball, but even when since we've kind of righted that, even if we've had the tough setback at Fairfield in here, and the drama and the ejection, and then boom, right back and go on the road to St. Peter's and win. And then, the tough one on Friday night where we just, got bloodied, and then, again, yesterday, I didn't know how practice was going to go yesterday. As the guys were coming in, I didn't know what my mindset was. I felt terrible. I still felt terrible, and but once practice started, once we got out there sweating and competing, then that led me to believe, leaving practice yesterday, you know what, we're probably going to be okay tomorrow, because I didn't feel like guys, were dragging themselves in here like, totally stripped of confidence. I was looking for that, but I didn't see that at all, and I thought Justin was a prime example. He struggled on Friday night. First, one of the few games all year where he's really struggled, and then, boom, today he was at his best. So, was kind of characteristic of the entire team. We've struggled, we've been knocked down, we've been kicked while we're down, we fought our way to fifth, and that's not the worst place in the world to be.
Justin, short memory, is that the way to kind of sum it up?
Yeah, basically, I think me personally and the whole team struggled Friday, but like Coach said, we came in, practice, got shots up, and just got our confidence back, and just went hard really, and then basically just had a short memory. Came to the game today. I think the whole team was confident. We all played well.
When the regular season ends and you're going into the tournament, I mean, are you where you're supposed? I mean, is every team where they're supposed to be at the end? I mean, barring some big swing or an upset and a team that's supposed to finish down finishes higher. I mean, when it all shakes out, is everybody where they're supposed to be in the end going into the tournament?
You mean as in like?
Yeah, as in the seeds and yeah, where you are.
I think we have the talent to be higher up, but I mean, throughout the season we've kind of been inconsistent and I think immature sometimes, and it's reflected in league seeding. So, but I think our best is still to come. Really, I think we can go up to Albany and we can do some damage. Yeah.
What about you, Tom, with that whole thing? I mean, are you who you are?
I think so. We're not who we hope to be, but we probably are who we are. I mean, it was an inconsistent year, and we had some tough stretches, but are we the fifth best team in this league? I guess so. That's where we are right now, because when you play it out over 31 games and over 18 league games, it normally irons itself out. Iona played better than us this year. Fairfield played better than us this year. Obviously Siena. St. Peter's has probably had a little bit of a better year. Us and Niagara didn't have the years we expected to have, but that is what it is, and that's where we are. But I don't think that means a whole lot this weekend, because there's so much balance that whoever. If we're looking at, is it Fairfield, is it Iona, is it St. Peter's? All I kept saying was, what does it matter? Let's just make sure we're not playing on Friday, because if you're going to have any chance to make a run, I think 4 is just too much to ask. But we're not even thinking about 3 right now. We're thinking about 2:30 on Saturday against St. Peter's, and if you're fortunate enough to get to the next day, then you better be ready to go, because more than likely Siena will be waiting in the wings. But let's just get to that point. St. Peter's is good. We split with them last year. Played them last year in the MAC tournament. So we always seem to find each other. Even going back to when I was working with Don, I always felt like we seem to find each other in the MAC tournament, and here we are again.
Anything else? Okay, thanks, guys.